Can Geomancer outpace the opponents in resource? Or will Flamecaller outpace in damage? Let's find out. Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Hayne from Wizard's Den, and today I'll be showing a commentary video of a sorcery match using my Geomancer constructed deck on Tabletop Simulator. The deck I'll be using is the Geomancer deck, which I showcased in my Deck Tech episode previously. If you haven't seen that episode, I would recommend you to watch that first to understand the deck concept. The link will be provided in the video description. The deck I'll be playing against will be a Flamecaller constructed deck made by Jesse from the Winning Agenda. He will also be posting the Deck Tech video regarding it and a commentary video of the match explaining his side of the game. All the relevant links will be provided in this video's description, so please check them out. So, without further ado, here is the TTS match. So, starting the game. Draw 3 Atlas and 3 spells. As theory goes, I want to mulligan any non-earth sites as I will not be able to place a rubble. I also return a brewery as I want to get more minions. The mix will help me cast the vampire, so I decided to keep those 2 cards. So 1 Atlas and 1 spell for the mulligan. I ended up with all earth sites, and that is a good hand. I just grabbed some rubbles because I would be needing those. I started by placing a village, and I wanted to make a full soldier token there. And of course, because of the effect of the Geomancer, I place a rubble. And I pass my turn. Jesse places a site, and he passes a turn. I draw a spell. I use this Geomancer's ability to replace the topmost site. And I produce a foot soldier token. And I also place some mix. And I pass. Next turn, Jesse plays a tower. And he plays, of course, some kobolds and pass. Kobolds strikes another target adjacent unit at end of turn, so it will take out the foot soldier. And that's why I moved the foot soldier away. I untap, I draw a spell. I tap to place a village and also a rubble. I do not place a token here. Instead, I cast a root spider under that in front of my site. I pass my turn. Jesse plays a site and moves the kobolds where the spider is. It gets disabled, but also indirectly restricts the spider's movement. He plays a Sirocco Scorpion to the left, avoiding the spider. And he passes their turn. I draw a spell. And I invoke the Avatar's ability to replace a rubble with a windmill. Now I have an air threshold to play the air cards. I play Common Sense to pull a grapple shot, as I would need it to remove the scorpions with my vampires. I move my foot soldiers in front, completely forgetting that Jesse can play a desert and just kill it. I pass my turn. And lo and behold, Jesse plays a desert and removes the foot soldier. He comes in with the scorpions for 2. He also plays a Petrosian Cavalry, which has charge, so he can attack immediately and add 3 more damage. He passes their turn. So next turn, I draw a spell. So the first thing I do is place a Holy Ground to gain 3 life. And also, I place a Rubble. Now, because there's 2 minions stacked up in position 12, I decided to move the Root Spider under there to disable both of them. Then I sacrifice the mix to play a Vampire, and to directly add some damage to the opponent, I decided to use Grapple Shot. This was a bad move, as now kobolds can move back to deal 2 damage, and a Violent would be able to finish it off. So that was a bad move. I passed my turn. Jesse accidentally draws the 2 cards, 2 minions. That happens when you play in TTS. Everyone experienced it. He first plays a tower. Jesse pulls back the kobolds and plays another kobolds so that he can kill off the vampire. He passes the turn. Draw a spell, another mix. I invoke the Avatar's ability to replace the rubble with a tower, which gives me 7 mana in total. That means I can play a Highland Clansman, which costs 7, but it has charge. I decided to play a Highland Clansman to hit for 5. I could have killed one of the kobolds, but I wanted to avoid putting the Highland Clansman in front of the Avatar to avoid firebolts, which in combination with the kobolds, it can just take it out. So I just went for the damage instead of going for the killing the minions. I passed my turn. Jesse attacks with the kobolds. Then he casts Clan of Harpies to grab, and he grabs the scorpions where cast. He passes, and the kobolds deal 4 damage to me. I draw a lightning bolt. So my idea is that I want to use the lightning bolt to remove the harpies. So first, I put back my spider where the kobolds is. I attack with the clansman to make the scorpions block it for trade. So, and he does trade it, as expected. As I singled out the harpies, I use the lightning bolt to remove the harpies. I cast a mix, sacrifice it to cast another vampire, and I pass my turn. Next turn, Jesse declares attack on the site where the vampire is located. I thought this was a trap, so I just let the damage go through. He taps and draws sight. He then casts the Gyro Hippogriffs and attack for 3 and pass a turn. Next turn I draw a spell. Then I tap to draw an Atlas. I went and had a head to attack a site to give 4 damage. And then used Grapple Shot to give an additional 4 damage, and I gain 4 life. I guess I do not have that much time, as Jesse will have more minions to overwhelm me eventually, so I had to go in for now. I buried the Hippogriffs to buy some time and pass a turn. Jesse attacks my site for 3. He then uses Flamecaller's ability to deal 2 damage to the vampire, which involves removing all his fire minions in the cemetery. And then he casts Clam of Harpies again to pull one of the kobolds to that site and later deal 2 damage to take out the vampire. He passes their turn. Now I have no minions and I draw a spell. I'm left with a grapple shot I can't use. I decided to place a windmill so that I can be prepared for another clansman. I placed a rubble, but I remembered I can only place a rubble adjacent to me, so I take it away and I pass a turn. Jesse attacks with a harpy, then with the cavalry. Then he casts another cavalry for another 3 and put me to death's door. He moves the avatar and the kobolds, and he passes the turn. Now I really have nothing to do but to rely on the draw from the blink. But I took my time to think about the positioning that might prolong my life. So I first blinked. I drew a spell. And then luckily I got a pretty good blocker there. So I decided to cast that vampire to where I am located. And that's it. So I just pass my turn. Draws a spell. And Jesse just uses Infiltrate, taking control of my vampire. And now I have no blockers, so he just goes in for the kill, and that was the game. So that is it. I hope you were able to see how Geomancer and Flamecaller perform. Please make sure to check out Jesse's videos too, as you would find valuable information there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel for future episodes regarding sorcery. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a great game.